Today, we begin our first in a series of interviews with the three candidates for Indiana's governor. First up, they're weighing in on the response to the coronavirus, how things have gone, and their plans for the future. Fox 59's Kayla Sullivan joins us now with what each candidate would do differently if elected in November. Kayla, what are you learning?
Well, these candidates do not agree on how the state should handle the coronavirus. That means voters will have to choose whether they think the governor should do more, less, or continue the same approach.
When it comes to COVID-19, what would Indiana's candidates for governor have done differently?
I don't say this arrogantly, but not too much. Our economy is open, so it's really balancing the lives and the livelihoods.
I would not have issued a stay-at-home order. I would not have issued business closures. I would not close churches. I feel that's a violation of the First Amendment, plain and simple.
It was a mistake to move to stage 5. We should have been considering going the other direction.
Democrat Dr. Woody Myers says if elected, his measures of success would be if the COVID-19 cases were going down every day consistently and if the positivity rate continued at 1 to 2%. He also wouldn't leave as many COVID-19 decisions to local government.
We're giving far too much control to folks that aren't public health experts. And finally, Indiana does not have a mask mandate. We know that masks are valuable.
It requires local buy-in and local enforcement. If you want to hire 4 or 5 million people to go police the streets of all of Indiana, we didn't think that was constructive or even remotely realistic.
Myers wouldn't say what his penalty would be for violating a state mask mandate.
We're not trying to put folks in jail. What we're trying to do is give the tools that are required to law enforcement and to others to help people understand this is important.
Rainwater says if he's governor, the decision to wear a mask would be left up to Hoosiers, and he would get money back into their pockets to decide how to protect themselves from the virus.
Well, now this is only part of each candidate's discussion on COVID-19. You can learn more from each of them on fox59.com. And in the next 2 weeks, we'll be highlighting each candidate's plan for education and justice reform efforts.
All right, Kayla, thank you for that report.